Hello everyone, welcome to Tamil Technology. Today we are going to discuss about top 5 formatting options in Excel which makes you to become a master in formatting the data. The number 1 will be formatting the cells which the present data correctly means the cell should contain the data which is accurate in the particular cell. Number 2, using the styles which makes the data stand out from the other report. Number 3 will be the merging and aligning the data which makes the readable and visible to the user. Number 4 will be the formatting the text by increasing or decreasing the size, also using the different styles as italic, bold and etc. Number 5 will be our conditional formatting. This conditional formatting will be the most prettiest thing in Excel in the formatting option. Let's look into it one by one. Let's go. Trick number 1, formatting cells. As you can see, the column F contains the header as date entered, but in the F2 to F5 you can see the date value is not in the proper format. So how can we read that? We can do it by two methods. Either you can select the cell and then you can go to home tab, then you can press the general, you can make it short date. You can able to see that this particular cell it moved to date format, and then the same method we'll just format painter and then we can format the cells. This is the first method, is a manual method. But here in the previous video, as we discussed, we are going to use only the tricks or the shortcuts. So simple way to do that one is just select the complete cell or a row or a column you want to change it into date format. Press Control Shift and hash. You can able to get the date. Matter of seconds you can able to convert that one. The second thing is that you can able to see the time, which is also not in a proper format. The same way you can do is you can go to general, then you can see there is option called time. You can make it to convert, but still the shortcut key for this particular is Control Shift and Alt, which makes you to convert the general number to the time format. Whatever the number you have in the cell, which will be converted into time format. Trick number 2, formatting the data using styles. You can see the data is not in a proper style to view. Still I want to make it more style and I just want to make it more colorful to view. In the home tab, styling the cell or else formatting as a table. So the best way to do is, you can click on the format as table and then you can choose the color you want to do. It will auto select and then you can do that. Instead of that, you can do it by a simple shortcut key, which is by pressing Ctrl and T. It will auto select the data. There is no requirement for us to select the data, and then you just need to press enter. It will auto select the data and then you can able to see the same changes. I don't want this color, still you want to change the color, you can see in the design tab I have the option to change the color, then I can able to change the color which I want to view for my data. Number 3, merging and aligning the data to make it more readable to the users. As we can see, our data is right aligned and it's looking very hard to read for the users. Suppose if our user is preferring to align the data in the center or else left, how can we do that? We can do, by selecting the complete data. We have to go to home tab and here in the alignment we have to choose the center alignment or else the left alignment based on the requirement from the user. But instead that, do you want to do it in Excel shortcut? Yeah, we can do that, which is by pressing Alt H and AC for center align, or else if you want to move it left, we can do it by Alt H and AL, which makes the data move it left in the particular cell. I used to prefer center align because the data looks very catchy for the user's eyes. I can do that now by pressing Alt H AC as we discussed earlier.
And in this point, we have initially mentioned merging. Why merging is important? If you are giving any headers to the table, merging will makes you to understand which is given for the particular table. So now we'll select the particular row and then we just enter the extra row by pressing Ctrl Shift and the press. So which makes to us to understand we have inserted a row to the top of the table. Now I need to give this address for this particular table which belongs to which class. Suppose I this data is belongs to class A for 10th standard. I can give as 10 fun A. Now I can see it is at the left cell. It is not readable for the user because it's in the end of the particular row. Now I want to center it and by aligning it, merging it to the till column G. How can I do that? You can do it by pressing the complete, selecting the complete cell till G and then pressing Alt H M C. Now you can see our header is at the top of the table and it is at aligned as center. Trick number 4. Aligning the data by increasing or decreasing the size and styling it using bold, italic and some other formats. How can we do that? In manual method, we just select the complete data and then here in the font we have to give it as bold to make it bold, or else to remove we have to do the same, and for italic we need to click everything which is present over there. Instead that we can do it by simple shortcut key, which is by pressing Ctrl B for bold, and to undo that again you can press the same, and for italic we can do Ctrl I, and for underline also you can do by Ctrl U. Now you don't want the both, you can press Ctrl U to remove the underline and Ctrl I to undo the changes using italic. And now I can see I need to increase the size of the font or decrease the size of the font. How can I do that? As we have selected the data, you can see there is an option which is present over here which will decrease the size of the font, or else to increase which is over here. Now we can see the data is fine and our row height and the column width which is different. Now I need to do that. How can I do that? I need to go to home and you can see the format option. I need to click this thing and I have to click on auto row height. Then I need to enter the values. Suppose I need to do it as 20. I need to press 20. I am getting the row height as 20. And suppose I need to change the column width as a different one. I need to go to here and I have to enter the value. Instead that I can use shortcut keys to do that by pressing Alt H O H to increase the height of the row, and for column width Alt H O W, which helps to increase or decrease the size of the rows and columns. Trick number 5, conditional formatting. So what is conditional formatting? How it differ from formatting? Yes, your guess is right. In the name itself it says conditional formatting. Still now we have learned how to format the cells however we want. But conditional formatting allows us to format the data based on the condition which we are going to give, or else predefined condition. To do that, we need to select the data and we can proceed with our conditional sets. You can see in conditional formatting tab we have a lot of options and their subsets also available. The first and submenu have almost 7 ideas, and also we can add more rules. So every subset have their own condition which is auto segregated by Excel into 33% of the data from 1 to 100, which means the rank or the mark which is scored by the each and every person over here from 1 to 100. Each it will be categorized into 3, and then each category have 33 percentage values. Based on that, it will apply the condition using the for the data bars and data color scales. Conditional formatting will have a deep learning in further sessions. For now, I am giving you a overview how to do that and what are the uses in each and every submenu. The first one, the most thing which we use is highlight cell rules to highlight the duplicate values which is occurring in the data. In a larger data set, if you want to find how many duplicate values we need to identify, we can use the highlight cell rules, and at last you can see duplicate values. Once you click that value, it will highlight the values which is duplicated. And the second option, which is top or bottom rule, which ideally with the name you can able to understand, which is top 10 or bottom 10 values by either a value percentage or the average also. And then the data bars, which fills the value. You can see in our data in a different color. Maybe this will be visible. Yeah, based on the value available, it will fill that bar, the particular cell. And the color scale, obviously this will be suitable for our data, which is our mark. And you can see based on the mark, it is giving the color. As I said earlier, it is divided into 33 percentage. So you can see 50% is the mild between red and the amber, which shows that it is equally distributed into 33 percentage. So for us, I'm going to select this particular method. Before that, I'm taking it to the other one, which is icon sets. You can see the icons, which is higher, lower, and the others as well, which helps us for the other data. Do you want to know for the market or a Sensex data values? You can use this particular icon sets, and you can see the new rule, which is we are creating a new rule in the cell, and then we can give our own colors. For as of now, I'm just selecting the color scale, which is apt for our mark table. With this, we are end of our session today. Thank you everyone for your time and watching. Hope you guys have liked our video. Please do subscribe and share to your friends. Stay tuned for the next wonderful update on Vlookup. Stay home, stay safe.